only talk about hits and plex, yeah, yeah. Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the mist. When you popping it too often, that's the hate you can get. Now they saying they don't like me, how you hate from the bench. I'm the one that trend the topic, they replace.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight.
Go.
And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. Curry on the wing. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Now Duncan. Dwayne Wade's three-pointer that didn't go. Charlotte moving the ball around. George with the ball. George picks him up. Baseline J on the way. Here's Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
Sees the alley-oop, and Davis sends it back. Pass to George. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And Albuquerque with the possession. Wade misses. Outside, George. And yes, it's good.
And moving George around the floor keeps the defense guessing.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here's George. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. George hits the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Curry looking it over. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Fires from deep. And George is good for three.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Here's George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
First team foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Paul George.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with. And that's the number. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Uh-oh, okay. AD put a little something extra on that jam. That's not fair.
And George with this stuff.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And a deep three from George. Here's Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
No good from Wade. Charlotte in the lead. Tries again. Davis. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Does anybody else think it's just too easy for AB sometimes? Just an easy board.
Curry shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Worthy's shot is good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game. Charlotte leading by 5. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building up this lead because it is not safe.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
9 seconds left in the first quarter.
Away team foul.
Albuquerque shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
Stephen Curry hits them both. 5 seconds left in the first. And a deep 3 from George. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Charlotte leads by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stakes for Charlotte?
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And I also have to call out how they've outworked their opponent, doing a great job of crashing the offensive glass and just creating those second chance points.
From deep, Robertson. Albuquerque trails by 5. Stolen by Duncan. To the paint. Here's George. Excellent D from Wade. Fires the 3. The shot by George, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The putback. And it's Curry with the rebound. From the arc. Worthy with the rebound. Charlotte leading by 5. Yes, Davis with the jam.
And finally, someone scored.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Now here's Curry. Dwight Howard missing his last shot. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 9.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
From deep, George. He is hauled in by Paul George.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And James Worthy gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's his first
And
personal foul.
Albuquerque making a change here.
First team foul.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played.
Number 4.
And the rejection by Curry.
Making his presence felt on defense, Curry with the rejection.
The 3 from George. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Charlotte calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Substitution on the court.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Green with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Launches a three. Albuquerque again can't hit it. Charlotte leading by 4. Here's Mitchell. Charlotte again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just lets the loose on it.
And Wilkins with the stuff.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half of the game. And Clyde Drexler gets the whistle that time.
His first personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Here now is Weapon. Still yet to score. Takes a three. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
And while the arc isn't a focus of Weber's game, he is more than able to knock those down when given a chance. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And Charlotte turns it over again. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
That's his first personal foul.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star. Known for a strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
35 seconds left to play here in the half. Mitchell outside. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Reed. No good that time. Good D by Reed. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition team foul. Albuquerque shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
And how unique is Weber? A smooth shooting big man with some sick handles.
16 seconds left in the first half.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Got a hand on it. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. The Timberwolves on top as they end the second quarter with a big 11-3 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Charlotte. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Dwight Howard's doing. David?
Hey, Kevin, well, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Albuquerque, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal
nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Pass to Mitchell. To the inside. Here's Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Assist goes to.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Webber. Webber can't get that one to fall. Charlotte trailing. Pass to Reed. Tipped away. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Lets the three fly. Drills the three-pointer. Green's got his first bucket of the game and is on the board for 3.
You can tell Green likes to move quickly. He gets that ball and he's taking the shot in just a few seconds.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Charlotte gets it back. Pass to Young. And here's Drexler outside. Rebound by Albuquerque. Here's Castle. Off target with his 3. Reed with it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. For Charlotte, they've been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Shooting for their away team.
That free throw good from Reed.
At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Reed.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Wilkins wide open and he fired. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Wilkins has got the lead up to 5 now for Albuquerque. Pass to Young. Down low. Curry looking around. Lets it go with the 3. O'Neal with the rebound.
Not quite enough for Vince. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And stolen by Yao. For the finish. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And how about the big fella being out there in front on the break?
Webber can't hit. A fast break now for Charlotte. Now, that's good. Now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
It's deflected. Pass to Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Sharing the love. If you get yourself this open, Mitchell will set you up.
Here's Webber. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Willis Reed. The Timberwolves have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Mitchell outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball. Charlotte
Timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under.
substitutions. .11 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's Curry outside. The shot misses. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves lead by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
31.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Curry. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis.
Anthony Davis.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Curry. Outside Jackson. Pass to Curry. There's the three. And they get it back. Knocked loose. George with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Duncan. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. And it's 6 points for Tim Duncan. And the breakdown here, guys, the hustle stretch for shot.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Now George. Paul George missing from long range. Here's Davis. Oh, Davis absorbing the contact.
The muscle from Davis, so confident and powerful inside.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Worthy. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And really the defense fouled in there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
At the line for the away team. Worthy. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Worthy.
And one of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
Now here's Curry. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Over Robertson. Curry's shot is off. Charlotte in the lead. To the middle. Here's Worthy. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And stolen by Howard. Curry with it. George picks him up. Up top, Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Over Duncan. The shot by Curry, no good. Charlotte leading by 4. Inside. Paul George with the steal. On deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Questionable shot selection on that three. As they try and narrow the deficit.
When they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Timeout call, Timberwolves. check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
During that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Phil Jackson said to the team. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the three. We're good, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Curry, following the score by James Worthy. From deep Green, and the rebound goes to Duncan. And here's Sharp. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And it's Davis with the jam.
Assisted.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter. Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Tucked alive. Pass to Weber. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Worthy.
Still home team.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Curry with the three. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is
This free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good, and both at the line. It's a 7-point game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game because this one looks a bit out of reach.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
At the line for the away team, Paul George. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Albuquerque. And the wide open shot from Green. Pass to Curry. Robertson with the steal. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Away team ball.
And here's George. Puts up a 3. No good. Shot missing. And the Timberwolves call time. They're trailing by 8. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them, so why not go down fighting?
So it's Charlotte with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. So long.